my gosh. I'm wearing a Florida shirt and I have my Disney World mug. Where would I rather be right now? I didn't even plan that. Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I wanted to share with you something that I have been working on this year and that I will continue to work on throughout the year. And it's not something I usually share. This is actually kind of the first year I'm really concentrating on it. But that is, I have chosen a word for the year that I would like to concentrate on. And a lot of people do this. I've heard this happening for a lot of people. It's also something a little bit big in the scrapbooking community, which I am a scrapbooker. And there's like this whole project based around this. And I have tried to do this project in the past. However, I think the actual scrapbooking of it was holding me back. And it was just like, it wasn't something I was enjoying the process of like making things for it. So I'm taking a little bit of a different approach. So I'm still doing this project, but I'm journaling versus like scrapbooking. It's a little bit different. So I have chosen the word habit for this year. And this really just like, it popped into my head one day and it wouldn't leave. It was just one of those things where like the word chose me definitely, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And then I decided, I think I should make this my word for the year. And I think I should kind of dive into this a little bit and see where this takes me. The reason that habit popped into my head is because there are some things in my daily life that I'm trying to change around a little bit, and they all kind of center around my habits. So I'm not trying to change who I am. I like who I am. I'm not trying to change that or do anything like that. So it's nothing like, new year, new me. No, new year, same old Sarah. But I have some habits that I would like to change that would help me to reach my goals and would help me to just change some things around a little bit, just like a shift, not a change, like just a little bit of a shift. And a lot of it has to do, some of it has to do with weight loss. I am currently trying to lose weight. We're eating healthier. I'm working out more. It's a process, but that's something that is habits, getting into the habit of eating healthier, letting go of the habit of, eating bad food or binge eating things or emotional eating. I'm a big emotional eater. So that's something I've had to really concentrate on, because when I'm feeling big emotions, I like to eat them away. And getting into the habit of working out 5 times a week versus, not, and ignoring my Peloton that's sitting downstairs in my basement. So like it has to do with something like that. There's also productivity habits I'd like to start getting into more. And, one of them is making sure I'm answering comments every week and getting into a little bit more of a routine of my videos where I'm, scheduling out my time and I'm doing this. There's other projects I want to work on this year as well, like creatively, like scrapbooking. And I want to be at my desk a little bit more this year because last year I really wasn't. But I'd like to get back to my desk and be creating more often. I would like to go through iPhoto and purge a lot of my photos that I don't need anymore. And, just all these types of things that require some habits and require just a little bit of shift in my time management, which is something I'm not the greatest at. And I just want to get out of that habit of, see, the word comes up all the time. I want to get out of the habit of procrastinating and saving things for last and saving things for, I'll always do it. I can always do that later. But you schedule time. So why don't you do it now? You know what I mean? What's distracting you from these things? And so it's something I've definitely been working on since the beginning of the year. And some things are going to take a little bit longer, obviously, to kind of change around. And I'm going slow because I don't want to try to change everything the way I do everything overnight, because that's not going to stick. That's not going to work. I've tried that so many times in the past. It's not going to happen. So I'm learning to forgive myself when I make a mistake, or, not trying to change all my habits at one time, just kind of go one at a time. Like what's a little bit of a shift I can do here that would help me do this better? And what can I change? What can wait until next month that I can start working on? Don't worry about working on it now. I can work on that next month and it's fine. So definitely taking it slow. That's a big thing for me as well, because I'm definitely one of those people who I'll just want to dive in feet first, and I will just want to hit the ground running, and that doesn't always work. So it's something I'm really having to absorb and take my time with, which I'm appreciating. And I am doing, like a journaling project with it in the scrapbooking. Like there's a whole class and all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing that and that has been nice, but I'm really learning just to slow down and to take my time with it and to really let these shifts happen and not try to force it to happen on my timeline. And yeah, it's been very interesting, but a lot of it I'm noticing is time management. I just need to manage my time better. And I need to really just like identify the habits that I'm currently doing that are good, that are helping me reach my goals, and then the ones that are not helping me reach my goals. And how do I let go of those or turn them around to make them help me reach my goals, if you will. So, okay, but books are coming, I promise. Here we go. So with this word, I wanted to make sure I had some tools to help me towards it. This is going to be a year-long journey for me, and I wanted to have some tools ready to go that I could use. So I do have 3 books that are on my shelves. They're actually sitting on my desk right now that have the word habit in them, and they're all about your habits and making them work for you and, creating new ones and letting some go and doing all that stuff. So I do have 3 books, and I also am taking currently a mini course for Atomic Habits, which is an email course, if you will. I signed up for James Clear's newsletter, and he wrote Atomic Habits. And in that newsletter, he had posted that there was going to be a mini course coming out, and it's like just little mini lessons. They're all emails, and they're basically condensed versions of his book, if you will, like just focusing on a couple things from each chapter. And so it's a little bit of a refresher for me because I did read Atomic Habits last year. However, it took me a really long time to read it because I kept putting it down. And I don't want to go back and reread that just yet. I will at some point in my life, but not I think it's a little too soon. So the mini course thing that came up in January was perfect because it's a little bit of a refresher and a little bit of a reminder of what I read and what I can start putting into practice without being the commitment of the book again. So I'm currently doing that. I'm going through the emails, and I am a little bit behind right now. So I need to that's something that I need to be using some of my time a little bit smarter with, but I'm taking notes along the way and seeing what I can put into practice. Now, between that and then these 3 books, I can work on something every quarter. So that's what I'm planning to do. So for the first 3 months, I'm doing the mini course. So I plan to have the mini course completed by the end of March. And then I do have these 3 books that I want to read. So I'm going to pick one up every quarter and read through it and see what I can get out of these things. But all of these are nonfiction books that surround helping you with your habits. This one here is The Power of Habit, and this is by Charles Duhigg. This book is actually mentioned in Atomic Habits quite a bit, so he took some inspiration from this one too, which was nice. And this was very kindly sent to me from Suze. Thank you so much, Suze, for sending me this book. And this is one that was definitely recommended a lot to me when I was reading Atomic Habits and talking about habits. I was even talking about it last year before I made it my word, and this was definitely recommended to me. And so I put it on my wish list, and then Sue sent it to me. So thank you so much. But I do plan to dive into this one and see what I can get out of it and just take some, good notes and just see what it can do for me. Next one I have is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is by Stephen R. Covey. This is a classic, if you will, in the self-help realm. This was written a very long time ago, but it stands up. It's one of the number 1 best-selling self-help books out there, and it has been since it came out. And it was sold, there's over 15 million copies sold, you guys. It's ridiculous. I got this used copy on Thrift Books. I didn't pay very much for it. Actually, I might have gotten it for free. I think I had some credits through Thrift Books. I think if you buy a certain number or you spend a certain amount, you get some credits, and then you get a free book. And I got this one for free. So that was really nice. So yeah, I would like to get into this one and see what I can do. My husband also wants to read this one as well, so we both kind of want to read it. But yeah, so I'll get to this one too. And the next one is Badass Habits by Jen Sincero. This is, the tagline here is cultivate the awareness, boundaries, and daily upgrades you need to make them stick. I think that boundaries is really the word here that's sticking out to me definitely, because I think I could definitely benefit from setting some boundaries where, you know, I'm scheduling some time to work on something and that's my time to work on that. I'm not going to let anything else distract me realistically. You know, obviously if an emergency comes up, that's different, but, you know, not letting myself, well, I need to work on this instead, or this can wait, and, you know, all that stuff, because that kind of thing I tend to do a lot, and it causes me to work on something else, not what I'm really wanting to work on, and causing me not to reach those goals because I'll put it off for something else. So I need to set boundaries mostly within myself that this is my time to work on this. This is what I'm doing, and I'm not going to let anything else distract me. Everything else can wait, basically, type thing. So I'm really hoping that the boundaries thing in here is going to help me kind of realize how I can do that. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Okay, and those are some books that I think are going to help me with my word this year. And this is really the first time I'm really dedicating to a word and letting it live in my life and paying attention to it and letting it help me wherever that's going to go. I'm not really sure yet, which I kind of like. I'm just kind of living with it and trying not to have so much control over how it's helping me or, you know, what it's doing in my life. I just really am trying to go about this organically if I can, and trying not to force anything, and just making myself slow down, definitely. And, you know, knowing that I have all year to work on this, and change is a process. It's always going to be a process, and lasting change needs to be a process. You can't change overnight. You just can't do that. So I'm giving myself that grace to not try to change overnight, and just kind of live with this word and see where it's going to take me. And hopefully it will help me change some of my habits a little bit and tweak them and let go of some of my bad habits that I have in my life, and, you know, just cause that to help me reach my goals that I have set for myself that I'm very excited about. So I just wanted to share that. I don't talk about this kind of stuff a whole lot very often, but I just wanted to do it because I do have some books that I plan on reading this year that will help me towards that. So I wanted to share that too. If you have any other recommendations on books or resources, you know, blogs, videos, anything like that, let me know down below, that especially if they're surrounding habits and stuff, things that can help. And yeah, so just wanted to share that. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys ever pick words like this, let me know if you do. If you're comfortable sharing your word, let me know. And I know a lot of people will choose a word. They won't do the extra like work and stuff. It's just a word that they think about and they concentrate on for the year without doing all the journaling and stuff. I'm choosing to do the journaling because it helps me kind of process things. I'm very much a processor. So yeah. All right. Let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.